It's Postcard News, September 2025.
Greetings everyone, welcome to the September news and fair dates. As always, I'm going to read out a list of postcard fairs around the country. Over here we'll depict the flyer, which will have the better information, postcodes, the exact location, details like that, contact details. So if you want any of that sort of information, just pause the video and record the information that's down here. All right, so September fairs coming up. On the 6th, you've got the Nottingham Postcard and Collectors Fair. This is the Brian and Mary Lund Reflections of a Bygone Age fair. Always a good fair. There's another one later in the year on the 1st of November. So, but this is the 6th of September one. Details here. Also on the 6th, the Baz Rock Postcard and Stamp Fair being held at St Andrew Blackadder Church Hall. Every month I mentioned Blackadder, but I do love that name. Details on this flyer here, but the other ones that they've had are also on there. You want the St Andrew Blackadder Church Hall for the 6th. 13th of September, there's the Margate Collectors Fair. Again, the flyer is here. Note that the last one of these is on the 8th of November. Also on the 13th is the Bristol Postcard Fair. Their last one is on the 29th of November. Again, details on this flyer here. From the 19th to the 20th of September, you have the Autumn South of England Postcard Fair. This is the Woking Fair. I've always known it as the Woking Fair. One of the best fairs in the country, in my personal opinion. Unfortunately, for a very, very good reason, I can't make this one. It'll be the first Woking I've missed in quite a while, but I'm out of the country. But if you do go, that's a superb fair. Something a little bit more interesting now. 21st, if you're in Australia, is the Ephemera and Collectables Fair. This is run by the Ephemera Society of Australia. It's been held in Victoria. Details on this little internet poster thing that I got on Facebook that came through. If you're from Australia, this is our first Australian event to appear in the news, but Ephemera covers all sorts of things. Postcards is probably included. It's worth a look. Also, you can collect some other stuff for your collections to go with your postcards. So, if any ephemera or collectibles fair or show is always worth having a check. This is a flyer for the AMP fairs. There's one flyer for a number of different locations as per our previous news. So I'm going to go through these separately whilst the flyer is here so you can get the details that you need. And this obviously covers all of the fairs for the rest of this year. 3rd of September is Cirencester. There's 3 more at this location this year. 1st of October, 5th of November and the 3rd of December. On the 6th of September, you got Powick, and their last one is the 6th of December. On the 7th, you got Newcastle under Lyme. Their next one after that is their last one as well. That's on the 2nd of November. On the 13th of September, you have Northampton. Their last one is the 15th of November. On the 24th of September, you have Birmingham. They have another on the 29th of October, and their last is the 26th of November. Some future ones on this one. You have Gloucester on the 29th of December. And you have Nottingham. This is not the Reflections of a Bygone Age fair. This is the AMP fair one. They have one on the 14th of October, and the last one for them in Nottingham is the 16th of December. that's all the fairs that I currently have information on for September. I'm doing this a little bit earlier because of my upcoming trip, so I haven't got access to the Picture Postcard Magic listing, but Picture Postcard Magic is a magazine produced by Brian and Mary Lund from Reflections of a Bygone Age. It's similar format and looks very similar to the old Picture Postcard magazine that they published for many decades. It's online. If you go to their web page, you can access all of the different issues that they produce, tag on them and read them. You can also subscribe to a printed copy, which they will send you through. It's probably the best source of postcard information in the country, so well worth having a look at. There's an issue here, and hopefully at the bottom here there's the web page you can have a look at. If not, it will be in the comments, so that's definitely something that's worth having a look at. This is also, other than this particular posting that I do, this is the best source of fair details and information. Right, here are some future dates for October. We'll obviously cover these a little bit better when we do the October news vlog. So you've got the Long Melford Book Fair on the 4th of October. Their next one after that is the 22nd of November. On the 11th of October, there are two. You can go to the Canterbury Postcard and Collectors Fair. Flyer here with the details. Then next one, and I think last one, is the 13th of December. And on that same date, 11th of October, you've got the West London Postcard Fair. Again, flyer with details here. On the 12th of October, you've got the Wirral Postcard and Local History Fair. This is the last one of the year. I love the idea of local history being included with postcards, because I think they join together very well. All topographical collectors who collect old postcards of their local areas are local history collectors. There's no doubt about that. I collect old postcards of Southend-on-Sea, and a few other little bits and pieces to go with it, which complement my postcards. So a local history fair with a postcard fair combined is superb idea. On the 18th of October, you have the Exeter Postcard Fair, and their last one is the 13th of December. On the 18th and the 19th, there's the 47th Wichita Postcard Show in the US. The advertising work for this is this postcard by Rick Geary. I collect Rick Geary work, and this is a lovely postcard, so I should be hunting down a copy of this, because it's a little bit too far for me to pop over for a fair. But one year I would love to go to the Wichita Postcard Fair. I think that's a fascinating, fantastic event. So there are the details. If you can make that, if you're in the US, that's worth a look. Between the 22nd and the 25th of October, there's the Stampex International Stamp Show in London. This is at the Business Design Centre in Islington. It's free entry every single day. I've been going to Stampex for decades, and the setup for it has changed over the years. Certainly last year it changed considerably. It's a very good stamp fair. The international section of it has reduced due to the initial impact of COVID, changing the rules, and then the Brexit rules that came in. But there's still a lot of stuff there to see. I shall be going, and we'll be doing a vlog from there, so look out for that nearer the time. On the 25th of October, the last day of Stampex, there's also a fair in Shoreham. This is a superb fair. I've been to a few of these in the past, and it's one of my favourite fairs. They also have a fair on the 20th of December, which is their last one of the year. And also on the 25th, there's the South Wales Postcard Club Postcard Fair in Cardiff. I don't have a flyer for this, I just have the address, which is shown here. This is where to go. If you want more information, perhaps contact the South Wales Postcard Club members. Contact details hopefully included here as well. Going beyond October, a few dates for your diary, which again we will cover, but is worth noting. There's the 1st of November is the Nottingham Postcard and Collectors Fair, which I've already mentioned, which is the Reflections of a Bygone Age one. 22nd of November, the Durham Postcard and Cigarette Card and Stamp Fair. So all sorts of stuff for people to look for at that one. 23rd of November is the Surrey Postcard Club Postcard Fair. Again, details on the flyer here. And on the 20th of December, there's the Weedon Stamp and Postcard Fair. And again, you have more details here on this flyer. Now, that's the dates. As always, I like to mention the Bone Cancer Research Trust. Steve and Tom do fundraising for this charity, and they do it through the sale of postcards. And this little flyer here has their contact details on, and they will happily take any spare cards or collections or donations of cards that they can sell. They raised a lot of money this year so far. I'm hoping to see them relatively soon, so maybe you get a little vlog of them and how their charity raising is going ahead. But if you can help out, you have cards you want to get rid of, please contact them with a view to donating, knowing that the sale of the cards will go to a good cause. I always also mention Rob Roy Albums. Their flyer is here with their contact details. I get all my plastic sleeves from there, album sleeves and other bits and pieces. This is the company that I use. There are others out there, and get yours from the best source possible. I think Rob Roy Albums is possibly the best in the UK. Now, we've been covering the PHQ stamp cards that Royal Mail have been issuing, and there's been some quite nice ones since we've been doing this news one, but I'm really excited about today's one because it's one of my favourites so far. I've always been a big fan of Monty Python, and this is the 50th anniversary of the film Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which came out in 1975. There's a set of 6 stamps, and then there's a stamp sheet. The 6 stamps relate to the TV programme, which was famous for its idiosyncratic approach to format and the scenes and the sketches that they did. But the stamp sheet, which has 4 stamps in it, does cover the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I love these. Unfortunately, it's a minor quip, but the 6 stamps are those long thin stamps which don't fill out quite so much of the postcards, but the stamps are superb. Here you have Terry Gilliam with what I believe was "Man with a Stoat Through His Head." There we go. This is obviously Eric Idle in the middle there, with John Cleese and the Ministry of Silly Walks in the background, and the world famous foot crushing down. And here you have John Cleese again. You have the Norwegian blue parrot there. Graham Chapman, who used to do the military segment. This is silly, but yeah, it's another good one. Now, I can't remember the last time, or if ever, a naked man has appeared on a stamp, but there you have Terry Jones as the nude organ player. In the middle you've got Michael Palin from the I'm a Lumberjack and I'm Okay. A lot of people know all the words to that song. I could probably sing it all to you, but you would disappear from this vlog very quickly if I started singing. And here you have Terry Jones from one of the sketches. Oh yes, and there's the fish slapping dance over here. And they did it beside a canal, and the large fish comes out and slaps Michael Palin, and he falls into the canal. And then of course you've got the miniature sheet. This is the last card in the set, which actually shows the whole miniature sheet, which has some of the poster designs and depicts the 4 stamps. And the 4 stamps show scenes from the film. This is the knight that gets chopped up into lots of little bits but never gives in. Here are all the main characters. Graham Chapman played King Arthur in the middle there. One of the scenes. This one is a run away, run away. The only bit I think is missing is the devil white rabbit, but there you go. You can't have everything. But a superb set, 11 cards. The stamps were issued on the 14th of August, and this is PHQ set number 550, 550. One of my favourite sets of the year so far. But then again, television is my main postcard collecting theme, so it's understandable that I find those particularly popular. We will keep up with these as new sets come out. As I say, a set comes out pretty much every month. Occasionally there's 2 a month, but this was the only set for August up to now that I've received. We always ask if you could possibly subscribe, like and share these vlogs that we do. We don't get any funding for this. This we do as a service to give fair dates out for people to be able to know where to go to pick up postcards for their collection. And we'd love to continue doing this. So if you like this, do let us know. And even more importantly, I'm hunting down dates for next year fairs, because flyers should start coming out in the next few months to give advance publicity. If you have any of those, please copy and send it to us in the comments so I have the details and an image to show. Happy to promote any event that's got postcards there. Anything that helps keep this hobby going, keeps it moving, I think is a bonus, so we will keep doing this. We also do vlogs on other things, the collecting of postcards, old postcards, new postcards, fairs and other locations that we visit where we try and find postcards. We will be doing a number on Walt Disney World in Florida and the Universal Studios, Universal Epic, and a few other places around Florida, around Orlando, where we go postcard hunting. If you like the idea of those, then do subscribe and they'll come up and you'll see those. That's where we will be in September. We will do some vlogs whilst we're there and some when we get back. So there'll be lots and lots of information around postcards from the world of Disney and other little spots around Orlando. So that's something to look out for. That's all for this news. So as always, till next time, I'll see you then.